Welcome, UCL fans, more specifically Tucson Terrakions fans. I'm Lieutenant Fanatic 64, and I'm here bringing you my own draft analysis for the United Championship League Season 2. If you do enjoy this video, please leave it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below who you believe it's going to be the MVP of the Tucson Terrakions this season. And don't forget to subscribe, where I do my own unofficial news and information video, or news and review, I should say, every Tuesday, as well as a unofficial preview video on Fridays. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look first at the Season 1 draft of the Tucson Terrakions. So as we can see here, went 11-4 in Season 1. Drafted Gengar, Mega Gardevoir, Chansey, Rotom Heat, Crocodile, Lucario, Gastrodon, Flygon, Quillfish. Drafted Tangela, but was drafted after week 1 for Weezing, Cradily, and Swellow. Now, the Tangela was only drafted at the time. He wanted to get Weezing, but it was going to be far after another team that he knew wanted to get the Weezing for it. So he convinced his another team member to be like, hey, tell me what you want, I'll draft it if you draft Weezing for me, so that way I can snipe this guy from it. And that's all it really was. But in the end, he was debating about drafting it again, but he said he didn't really want to get it this season, so just really wasn't a big thing that he was too worried about from it. Let's take a look at what he drafted this season. He has Gardevoir, Thundurus, Therian, Dragonite, Rotom Heat, Empoleon, Chestnut, Ambipom, Drapion, Gallade, Omastar, Golurk, and Pinsir. Now, definitely a different team from what he had in Season 1. Does have some recurring mons with Mega Gardevoir and Rotom Heat, but definitely a lot of other things that, he needed. Like, what's the word I'm looking for on it? There was a lot of mons that were sniped from him. Like, he had a whole plan of what he wanted to get, and many of the mons that he wanted to get got sniped from him. He wanted to actually bring back Crocodile again because, again, as you can see, had one of the biggest kills on his team with 12 knockouts, as well as Flygon having 4 on there for it. But couldn't do it. Got sniped from him. Also wanted to bring back Flygon. Flygon got sniped. Gastrodon was moved down to the NU tier, so I had to wait all the way till then. Gastrodon got sniped as well. So, by the time it came down at the end, he was very distraught. It seemed, the coach of the Tucson Terrakions, the King Nappy, he wasn't all, too happy with it. He was just just kind of going with it. I'm not to say that he's not going to be happy going through with this season, because, of course, he did his own team, recap as well, which I encourage you to go check out, which I will have linked down in the description as well. But, overall has a really good team, knows how to work with Mega Gardevoir. Thundurus Therian, I believe Thundurus Therian actually gets Volt Absorb, so that gives him an electric immunity, which will be really nice. He has Dragonite, so he has that, unfortunately, 4 times weak to Ice, but he has resistance with his next one with the Rotom Heat, which of course he brought back from Season 1, did a lot of work. Empoleon can be a Stealth Rock user and a Defogger, depending on how he wants to run it, if he plans on setting up hazards, or if he doesn't want to set anything up but wants at least hazard removal. Chestnut was definitely one that he really enjoyed, and I guess he ran a team a long time ago that had both Empoleon and Chestnut on it. So, and I think Rotom Heat was on that team as well. So, and they each kind of balance each other out with it. Not only the fire, water, grass typing, but a lot of the other things they can take as well with it. Ambipom will be really good with Rotom Heat, because then you got some Volt Turn action going on there with it. Ambipom is also known for you can get a Fake Out, normal gen Fake Out boost as well, so we might see something along those lines this season. Drapion wanted somebody that could set up Toxic Spikes, because of course one of his losses came to the St. Louis Rampardos when I believe it was Omastar actually set up a layer of Toxic Spikes, and he had no way of getting rid of them, because he did not bring his Defogger Flygon with it, and Gengar's ability Levitate prevents it from touching the ground to getting rid of the Toxic Spikes, so he was unable to get rid of them. Gallade was one of those ones where at the end of RU, because argue as one of the smallest tiers possible. There was really not much else there, so he just decided, like, I think it was between like Gallade and Medicham possibly and something else. Just opted to go with the Gallade. You know, a lot of people are thinking it's, you know, hilarious the fact that he has not only Gardevoir but also Gallade as well. So, you know, we can have, I believe he calls his Mega Gardevoirs Titania, so now he has Titania's brother go along with him this season, or her this season. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Bringing Omastar drafted as well. So Omastar could be good. I'm pretty sure it gets access to Rapid Spin. Of course, Spikes and Toxic Spikes. Might also have Stealth Rocks as well, so if he wants to do a Hazard Setter with that or just wants to have a nice Rapid Spinner, it also gets access to Scald, which, of course, you know, one of the better moves, you know, 30% chance to burn is always nice. Golurk, again, another one that can kind of set up Stealth Rocks if need to for it. Is also a spin blocker, so, you know, if all they have are spinners on the team, you bring Golurk, you set up your hazards, and, you know, they can't spin them away as long as you have Golurk around. Pinsir, again, kind of one of those ones a little shocking to see with it. Pinsir, of course, not nearly as good as in its Mega form, but since he can only have one Mega per team, and he had to go with Mega Gardevoir based on the tier that he chose Mega Gardevoir in, just has regular Pinsir. But Pinsir, definitely not a bad Mon with it. I believe another Mon that gets access to U-Turn. So kind of get with that Volt Turn strategy going on with them. Should be pretty nice to see. Overall, you know, started really strong, and then he even notes it himself as time went on, he gets slower and slower Mons. The fastest ones that he got in there was like Ambipom, and I think Gallade's a little bit faster than some of the other ones on there. I think it'll still do good on this team. I don't know if we're going to see, like, you know, the same kind of record that he had in Season 1. All he really wants to do is to kind of break even, go 8-7 for the season. He might be able to do that. He might even be better than that for it. So, I mean, we really have to wait and see how well his team will actually synergize with each other on it. I don't think it's a bad, you know, team for it. It's definitely going to be really nice, you know, run Dragonite with, you know, Dragon Dance, you know, Outrage, give it a Lumberry, so that way you can keep Outrage until you win if you want to on it. But overall, not a terrible team. It'll definitely be interesting to see what happens for Season 2 for the Tucson Terrakions, of course. But like I said, that's going to wrap it up for this one. Let me know down in the comment section below who you believe should be the, or will be the MVP of the Tucson Terrakions this season. As well as, you know, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for all my UCL content that I'll be releasing throughout the season every Tuesday as well as on Friday for the preview of the week, which I should have a video up tomorrow as well, previewing all of the matches that will be taking place on Saturday. So, but thank you all very much for watching, and thank you for checking this out. You all have yourselves a good day. Take care, and goodbye.